All right, peace and black power family. Welcome to another Sarnetta TV House of Consciousness production. You already know what it is. This is your brother Sarnetta. I am your host, and I'm bringing in another heavy hitter. You brothers and sisters better be ready when we build this wall, this comedic wall. Oh my God, ain't nothing stopping. We bringing in another young brother. He's a scholar. You one leave, 5 more come in. Reggie leave, 5 more come in. You know what I'm saying? Garfield leaves and turn his back on Kemet, 10 more come in. We already got Chris Harris. We bringing in another brother who is awesome, who is powerful. I would say I don't know, between him and Jabari, I would say they probably right here until I see the brother's work and ethic, and if he can handle the ring, getting in, or the battlefield, or whatever, anybody that come at him, if he can deal with that pressure, I think he can, because he's Kemet. And so without any further ado, I bring to you my brother, Shaka, in the building. What's up, Shaka? He runs the channel of Ma'at Forever. So if y'all are aware of that, make sure you go and subscribe to Ma'at Forever channel. Go over there and show some love for our brother. Peace and black power to you. Hotep. Shaka, what's happening, man? Unmute yourself.
Hotep Sen-E Sarnetta,
Yeah.
thank you for the invitation. I just want to greet the people as I usually do. Hotep Senu, Hena Senut, Iti, Ren Isha Kandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. Bonjour, Sak Passe, Mbote, all that good stuff.
Damn, don't y'all hear that? Don't that sound beautiful to your ears, man, right there? Just to hear him go in on that. I know he's dealing with knowledge, man.
Have you ever met the Follow Banger?
No, I've seen him. I've seen him, but I'm not acquainted with him.
Well, you seen him on YouTube?
But brother, you like to say I know him and him. In 30 years, you don't have a book, you don't have a website, you don't have a platform. You have to go on other people's platforms. So you can talk all you want that you are acquainted with.
Well,
whoever. It doesn't hold any bearing with your scholarship.
Listen, I think everybody knows my work. You're just being introduced. Okay?
What is your work? You've been carrying their suitcases. You went errand and bought them drinks and coffee and tea. Everybody can do that. That's why I nicknamed you Butler.
So Sarnetta, so you allow this person to talk about, I carry Sarnetta's bags and suitcases.
So you are Butler for Sarnetta as well. It's good to know. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
and Sarnetta called you the B word. You did not object. You don't have any background.
You know.
The Semitic Allah burning down tells us was a black God represented by a black bull whose hide denoted his black skin.
Here's the picture that he showed on the screen. It's a deity El, the god El. Pay attention to the crown or the headdress, if you will. This is a picture from the front of the same statue, a little closer and a little bit from the side here. Now this headdress is actually the Atef crown. If you go on Webster's online dictionary, that's what it says. Atef is the specific feathered white crown of the Egyptian deity Osiris. It combines the head jet, the crown of Upper Egypt, with red ostrich feather for the Osiris cult. The Atef crown identifies Osiris in ancient Egyptian painting. If you go to Webster's dictionary, Merriam-Webster, it says Atef. Hold on. A tall crown with a long feather on each side, shown in the art of ancient Upper Egypt as worn by Osiris. Okay? Here you can see Osar or Osiris with the Atef crown. This is from the papyrus of Nebket. It's actually in the Louvre Museum, and you can see me filming that papyrus on the video entitled Reality Check. Why black people ain't going nowhere. But you might as well put Afro Style Reality Check. It's going to come up. And in here, it's also from the Louvre Museum. You have Osiris in the middle with the Atef crown, and the description for it, if you go on the website of the Louvre Museum and you type Royal and Divine Triad, you can do a search and you will see they mention that he is actually wearing the Atef crown. Now, finally, you can compare the crowns. Okay, first you have the god of the Arabized Negroes, which first is El, but somehow, some way becomes Allah. But that's up to y'all. That's up to the doctor. And then you have the one that I showed you, Osiris. Then again, from the front, compared with another statue of Osiris, and then finally the same statue from another angle.
Biblical king's seal discovered in dump site. This is the royal seal of the king Hezekiah, and here we have an ankh. And finally, last but not least, you need to see it to believe it. The God of the Bible, El, slept in his own dung and urine. This is Ugaritic Narrative Poetry, page 195. And we also have this book here, the Masriah in the Prophetic Literature, where it clearly says that El floundered in his own feces and urine. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody has to be comedic. It's a matter of choice. You know.
Hey, I want to jump in right here.
Yeah, feel free, brother.
Okay, I want to jump in and just say something about you, Shaka, that I noticed, and I'm quite sure everybody else noticed it too. The way that they kind of bounce off of you. That's a good way to put it. Almost kind of shy away. Want to keep you quiet to a certain degree, especially after you told me about, well, not just me, all of us, of listening to you, how maybe they had you in the back, you know, waiting for 40 minutes before you can make a comment, putting you off certain people's stages where they have their show, putting you off 2 and 3 times. I heard that said. You know, that tells me something about an individual, and that'll make me take notice of them anyway and examine them to see what is it about them that they don't want to be bothered with. You know, some stuff went on last night on Smash Show, and it's the dude called Waza. I'm quite sure they know him better than me, but Waza, you know, he's kind of a comical fella, and but he got some smarts to him, but he don't know when to make his comment and then step back and wait, you know, and just listen some for a while. You know, he wants to get in there and, I mean, just rough and tough it out and don't want to listen to somebody else. And that, I'm not saying you that way now, but I was just looking at Waza last night, and they had to put him in the back or just put him off the show or whatever, because he just kept jumping in there too much. And, you know, people would be trying to talk and he just interject and walk all on people and just, you know, get in the conversation and maybe even be talking about something else instead of what the subject was. But back to you, Shaka, you're similar to wiser to a certain degree. And I think we all have to have some aggressiveness to us. We have to be aggressive when the time is right. Don't get me wrong. But it's time, at certain times, we have to be humble and we have to stand back and listen. And like I do, and I've always been that way. When you see somebody quiet, this is something I learned over the years. When you see them quiet, they're either just out the loop completely, or they are a type of individual trying to see what's going on. And that's how I am. I do, and I can speak when the time is right, especially when I feel like it's necessary. And especially at my time and age now, I'm more the type to keep you in line or maybe keep you directed right. And I think that's the elder's job. Of course, the elders should have more intelligent and just more knowledge on things than the youngsters coming up, because I used to have them tell me back in the day, man, where you going already? And I'm been there. I used to think about that until I figured it out. And these elders, they've been through stuff that you're getting ready to go through. And I don't know about all of the knowledge that you got, Shaka, but you ain't just talking the talk. You're talking something that makes sense if it's talking about a subject or an individual that might be, like you say, buck dancing or, backing up, trying to two-step or sidestep, or however anybody that understands this want to see it. You'll bring it right out to light. And that's a good thing, especially when you teaching the people wrong and you're not bringing them the truth. All this, dancing around in circles and stuff, you can't get a hold and a grip on things when you got people doing that. And when it's somebody doing that, you have to bring them to the forefront and say, you got to confront them. Hey, man, this is what you're doing right here. It's a little something that's right, because you were saying this the other day, and now you're saying something a little different. What's really going on here? What's the real truth? And I just wanted to say Shaka is the one that'll, bring that to the forefront. And I think that's a good thing about you, brother. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't like that. Pan Americans like that too. And that's how I was brought up.
Yeah, but, when you look at that my forever on this right here, he mean that. now I'm getting it. Because, man, it's my forever. He's talking about for a little bit, forever. You got to I know. My, I mean, that's the black, what we put together. You got to stand on truth, righteous, justice, and all of that. And that's what it seems like the brother with the I don't know if that's
how he bring it. Yeah, that's how he bring
it. So it's true to form for real. I appreciate it too. That's why I came. I'm like, yeah, it don't seem. He seemed like he's saying basically what I'm trying to say, but I can't talk to myself. But to have somebody of like mind, like I said, even all three of us, and me and many of us on the same page. Some people are just afraid to come out and speak. You know what I'm saying? So what Shaka's doing is spearheading what he's saying. Even though we ain't going to agree on everything, what he's saying for the most part is 100%. 99%.
And that's a good thing about Shaka, especially when you're coming in truth, not Shaka. And the thing is, I was like that all my life coming up, and it's kind of a quiet world when you're like that, because most people, they kind of shun you. They stay away from you because they want you to tell them what they want to hear, or the stuff that's going to make them feel good. But when you tell them like it is and you confront them face to face, they don't want too much to do with you then. They want to stay away from you, and they'll even sometimes say some jive time or wrong stuff about you. And it'll make other people talk bad about you, not really truly knowing the truth, but, putting you in a little corner by yourself and making your world be lonely to a certain degree. It's going to be some people out there, just like me and Pan American is right now, about how you handle things, Shaka. We don't mind coming on talking and I'm always in the chat listening most of the time, but I will say things too. But we don't mind coming and talking with you because we're very similar. And the people that can't stand the truth, they're gonna stay away from you, man, and they're gonna run from you, and really kind of, make you look bad and talk about you and bring you down if they can too. But like I said, I came up like that all my life. But the main thing you got to do, and this is all I can tell you, is you got to stand your ground and you got to stay firm. Long as you know you're doing what's right, brother, you got to do that and continue to do it no matter how bad it is, or sometimes how it hurts. And I know a lot of it hurts sometimes. But if you love your people and you love what you're doing, just keep doing what you're doing, bro.
And that there was some global. That was global African wisdom. I mean, that was some wise words. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, when you started, I thought you were gonna like tell me, sometimes Shaka, you shouldn't really wear feathers, and but and we have very few elders who say stuff like that. They rather say, try to amend, try to reconcile,
Try to get
and I'm
along.
like, but sometimes confrontation is inevitable, and we're really supposed to confront the ideas, not individuals. I mean, there's some things that I've said in response to what they've done, which was total disrespect. A moderator invited me to come on the platform. I went on the platform, and because someone wouldn't talk to me, I waited. And when I was waiting, I did not even realize I was waiting that long. It's after, then I made my response, and I just counted the minutes because I was like, I'm gonna get a chance to speak anyway. And then when I get on, I'm being kicked out 3 times, and the other dude. And also, when it just happened, and I left because the girl's like, yeah, you're crying like a girl. We're all grown, man. You have no discipline. First, I left. I was like, you know what? I'm just not gonna address those guys anymore and keep it pushing. But then I was like, yo, they done that on purpose, man. That's a group effort. I'm like, oh, it's like that now. Okay, But and like I said before, in my response, I've said some harsh things. I tried not to use profanity. I'm not proud of the video, but I'm not ashamed of the video because don't start none, won't be none. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, you got fight in you. You got some fight just like they got.
Do you celebrate the death of Africans?
We about to say in what capacity? Let me before I answer.
Do you celebrate the death of Africans? It's very clear. It's plain English.
Well, we got a Passover coming up, so that would be the death of the Egyptians.
Okay, but my question to you, and you
I
can
just
answer by
answered
yes
it.
or no.
I just answered it.
You said we have a Passover coming, and you mentioned the Egyptians. Right now, you're buying
Are
time.
Egyptians? Are Egyptians? No. Are Egyptians not Africans?
Are you celebrating?
I'm
the death
asking
of
you a
Africans?
question. I just
You
said
see,
we have.
He doesn't want to answer because it sounds bad. It sounds worse than MLK because MLK is one guy.
I think what I just said is
the whole
worse than
population.
saying death of Africans because those deaths are African babies. You know what the Passover is about? The Passover is about when he passed over the firstborn sons of the Israelites, but killed all the firstborn sons and animals of the Egyptians who are Africans. I'm not dodging your question. I'm just expounding on it.
Well, okay. Can you answer by yes or no then? Do you
Yes,
celebrate the death of
I'm
Africans?
going to celebrate the Passover, which is about the death of Egyptians that were killing our babies. That's called justice.
He doesn't want to answer the question directly.
I said, yeah.
But
wait. I said, wait. What are you talking about?
So can you state for the record, I celebrate the death of Africans then? Go ahead.
So first you wanted me to say yes or no. You didn't want me to expound. Then when I say yes, now you want me to say it another way. Are you stuck on like you like an amateur? You're an amateur.
You can say that, but you're in your feelings right now. It's okay. You have the right.
I'm not in my feelings, man. I'm gonna answer the same question twice.
Brother. What? Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Say no more. I asked him if he celebrates the death of Africans, and he answered yes. So we heard it for the record. Cesaria, do you celebrate the death of Europeans?
I haven't seen a bunch of Europeans dead to celebrate.
Do you celebrate the death of Europeans?
You would have to help me understand why you're asking that question.
Yes or no, please. Yes or no, please.
I will.
You were quick to answer yes when I asked you to celebrate the death of Africans. Now I'm asking you, do you celebrate the death of Europeans?
Okay, so now I'm gonna. No, wait. So when you ask me about the death of Africans,
you support the death of Europeans. That's 3 times.
When you asked about the death of Africans, I referenced a actual holiday
do you
we have
celebrate
that
the death
celebrate.
of Europeans?
Answer,
That's four
Shaka.
times.
Yeah,
Shaka, you gotta know
So I'm
I'm
gonna
really
do
trying
four
listening
to.
times
is an
just like
art.
him.
Okay,
He's trying
no.
to answer you, Shaka.
To answer the
Yes or
question.
no?
I'm just about to answer it. No. Now you may. Now I'm gonna say no, and then I'm gonna no sweat.
Are you accused of molesting your wife's niece, who is your niece through marriage?
I have no recollection of that. You would have to inform me of what you're talking about. I have no recollection of that.
Okay, I will be able to one day. So I have my third question. Captain Cesario, do you have a homie that's in prison right now for child molestation that you support financially?
Yes.
But I thought you were against child molestation and those that are molesters to children.
I am against child molestation and those that molest children.
So why are you supporting this person, but you speak ill against others that have a love for people that have been just accused of child molestation?
Okay, I'll answer your question very easily. When I was at both cases of both trials, the evidence that they had, they gave the brother a lie detector test, which he passed. They tested the sister for the young girl, rather, whether her hymen was broke because he was accused of molesting her. Her hymen was not broke. A hymen, for those that don't know, a hymen is something that they use to test to see if the woman's or the child's virginity has been broken or anything like that. There was information that she said that she gave, which she then retracted. So the first case that they did was thrown out. The second case, they did not want to answer to. The jury was hung on it, and the judge did not want to release them until they came up with an answer, and then they came up with a guilty verdict. So from observing the case, if he was guilty of the crime, I would in no way support the brother. But from the evidence of the case, from the testimonies of him as well as the individuals involved, he was not guilty, even though he was found guilty.
Wow, so he was not guilty even though he was found guilty, but you speak ill against someone else that is not guilty, but they say he was guilty. So I have a question. This brother that you support, does he have children?
Yes.
And if so, do you ever say to those children, you have a father that's a child molester?
No, I don't.
Well, why do you do that to others that have a love for Dr. Malachi Z. York Ill and cause his children of him being a quote-unquote so-called child molester, and you speak for supporting him?
Hotep Sinuena Sinut E.T. Ren-I Shakanduku Kebet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is I Got Hands for Real. Don't get it twisted. And in parentheses, you ain't ready for me. We have 48 people watching. Peter Kim, well, let's get it. No suckers allowed. We have Andrew Brunet in the place to be. But before I go and read the other comments, actually, I just arrived home, so that's why I played a few more clips than usual. Let me see how it looks. What about the YouTube link? Oh, so YouTube. I'm pleased to inform you, 95 minutes. Minutes. Oh, dang. Black Jesus Minister, if you can hear me, I'm going to reply to your email, but it was supposed to be 5 p.m. EST. I'm supposed to have a discussion with the Black Jesus minister. Tell me, please. Email me, brother. All right. Let's see how the convo unfolded. Share the screen. Yeah. I've received a copyright notification. So YouTube informs you when people use your videos, and then it's up to you if you want to do a copyright claim or not. So I was like, oh, okay, let me see. I'll get many of those. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I just minister, you know what I'm saying? I thought he would have made some commentary, but what he did is just uploaded an excerpt from our exchange, and you can see it is here. I just minister at Shaka. Now it says Ndudu. I don't know if it's accidental. Maybe how do you call it? Subliminal wordplay. So you can see the video here, 6 days ago, 200 views, 11 likes, 30 comments by now, So you can see play the part of our exchange. However, it stops right before it claims that I lied on the Bible and asking which lie did I say. But it's fine. So for the record, first it was the good brother V. Bennett, who wrote, Brother Black Jesus Minister, consider this the way in. You did well in all respect, but I know you're not saying you want an actual debate. I agree you are one of the most debatable Christian scholars out of some of those lunatic on Side Cheddar's channel. But you don't want a real debate with Shaka. Please don't say so. Then he wrote, is it sharing well? C'est ce que je te dis tout le temps là. Tu vois pas que je fais un live là? Now, yeah, if you're brave enough to lose and can lose in a dignified manner, you can make round one in Shaka territory and round two on our panel. And if Shaka if you meant to write, obviously, and if Shaka don't show up for round two, or you don't show up for 1-1, not only the one who doesn't show up be a sucker, but also the loser by default. That means even if you show up to both and lose the first part, you can still win by showing up. So I added, I'd rather do round one on his channel because I'm always there. But if he feels like he lost round one, then who knows what he will do during round two on his own channel. And there's another message that prompted him to write that because I was teasing him too. But maybe it appears at the top. So I will open the chat later on.
Here I wrote, Black Jesus Minister, do you want to have a discussion with equal time? It doesn't have to be a formal debate because we can moderate ourselves. If you are prepared to face me, how long do you propose we go back and forth for? 1 minute? 2 minutes? 3? Something tells me that you will run like Tazariak did. Lately, Bible believers have been soft. So that prompted him to write, Tazariak and Sanetta made an embarrassing fool out of Shaka. That was an epic humiliation. I am the GOAT. I guess he meant to write on Sanetta's platform. Shaka is a peon to me. I will debate him anytime, but it will cost a donation fee. So it's interesting here that he wrote the Zariak and Sanetta made an embarrassing fool out of Shaka. He acknowledges that it was me versus Tazariak and Sanetta. So it wasn't fair at all. And Sanetta was just not another participant. Hold on. He was the moderator, a punk monkey sucker. I'm talking about Sachetta, of course. So he replied, LOL. I'm sorry, LOL. Sure, we can do it on my channel, and then I will reciprocate on your channel for a follow-up discussion. What day would you like to do this? And as you know, I like to say, tonight. Superfly voice, LOL. What about 5 p.m. EST? You see? See that, brothers and sisters? What about 5 p.m. EST, New York time? I would like for us to both use our webcam as a principle, not to say rule, because some cats get outside help on the phone, text messages, emails, WhatsApp for PC, and they obviously want to hide it. I will live stream at 4 p.m. so then I can direct all the viewers to your channel. I propose the follow-up discussion for the next day at 4 or 5 p.m. EST. Are you okay with that? He wrote, yes, I agree. So then I say, okay, Greg, can you prepare the blah, 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 the link, blah, blah, blah. Okay, all right. There it is. So you get the gist of it. Now let me open the line and then we're going to, you know what I'm saying? Just issue a friendly reminder for those who don't know what time it is. Link to get on the panel. But you know what, for the record, I'm going to type. Sorry. Right now it says live in 85 minutes. As I type, it says it will start in 85 minutes. So that will make it what? 60%. Okay, I guess he wants to start by 5:30. So I presume you want it to start at 5:30 p.m. book time. Right? Am I correct? Okay, so that's done. I'm gonna go back in memory lane. Go back in memory lane. 22, 24. So there's another one. The good old days. The good old days. What's up, man? How are you doing, brother?
Oh shit! You hear me?
Yeah, how you doing, brother?
Oh, it cutting out. I on the road. What's going on? You hear me, Claire?
Yeah. A bit of background noise, but I hear you clearly.
Oh, alright. Yo, on your end cutting out. I don't know why.
Oh, is it? Oh, it must be the connection then.
I'm gonna hop back in. I don't know why it
No
sounds
problem.
so.
All right, brother. All right, going in memory lane. So, someone in front of a punching bag, the right angles. He can make everybody look like a world champion. My coach used to say, we have some heavy bag world champion. We have the mitts world champion. The mitts, some people may call them the pads, the thing that they hold so the box can, people are the world champion. But when you're on the ring, it's something else, man. You know what I'm saying? When you get on the ring, it's something else. It's a whole other experience. Well, so young hero.
Yeah, what's going on, Shaka?
Chilling, bro.
You having a discussion with Black Jesus later today? You said.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 5 p.m., but from what I see, it was starting like 80 minutes, so it will be like 5:20, 5:30. So just want to make sure that. Hey,
I see. You got a groupie, man. You got a groupie making false accusations now.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, the character, man. These guys really need some kind of attention or go get a woman or something, man. It's pathetic, bro. Like the internet is YouTube is their life, and it's so funny because he don't understand how ignorant and shit he is because nobody don't come on his platform, nobody don't listen to his stupidness, bro. It's pathetic. Who's that on the bottom?
That's our brother Simaon. He's from the Caribbean, French West Indies, but he lived in Senegal for many years, so he's fluent in Wolof. He knows some English as well, but feel free to introduce us. It's been a while, brother.
Now I'm living in Martinique.
Martinique, that
yes,
French territory.
Originally, I'm coming from another twin island called Guadeloupe.
Yeah, I heard of Guadeloupe. I've been to Barbados already too.
What's up, Simaron? Feel free to speak, brother.
Yes, I wanted to say something that you miss us on TikTok. Why don't you come on TikTok and do your beautiful work that you're doing on this specific platform? Because I know what you're doing. If you do it on TikTok, you will spread much more. I know that. Because recently I just put some shorts of my works, and it raised and increased my communication about my work very quickly. And I know this platform is the new YouTube, and I didn't expect that. But it's very, very complete. You can do a lot of how do you say montage video in English?
Video montage, or or video
Yes.
editing. I think they use the word editing more.
Yes, you can just put some shorts, like 1, 2, or 3 minutes. Just a lot of your work that you already done. So you just cut some shorts and post them, publish them, and when you have a great wall, there's a lot of live, like 24 hours a day, 7 days per week. It never stops. It never stops. So I advise you, because recently, just not so long ago, I didn't want to use that platform. For me, it was just like entertainment. But the algorithm, when you just like the kind of video that you want to hear or see or spread, the algorithm doesn't send any other kind of a video. So my advice to you is you miss us on YouTube and you on TikTok, and no matter what they say about TikTok these days, I know it won't break up, because it's very popular and it's strong everywhere in the world, not
It's true.
only in US. So
It's
when
true. You
yes,
get more views on TikTok. Yeah, it's true. But
and,
I used to do
yeah,
some live streaming on TikTok, but there wasn't enough people to my liking, so I'm like, okay, let me stick to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? But brothers, let me propose to play this, so I can get myself ready for the upcoming stuff. So,
Yeah,
just gonna go ahead, brother.
I left some things in your comment too, so I could upload link.
About the stalker.
No, about other black minister and Gigi saying some stuff out their mouth.
Oh, is it in the chat?
Yeah, we gonna get to the stalker soon. Don't worry.
Okay, so let me see in the chat. Hold on. Is it the link that you put in the chat?
Yeah, it has 2 of them. It should be 2.
Can you? Oh no, you're driving now. You won't be
Yeah.
able to put them in the private chat. I don't see them here. Let me see here. I'm gonna put
I'll have to go back
live
there.
chat. Oh no, that's me here. I don't seem to see it. Sometimes they don't all appear. Oh man.
I will go look for it. Hold on.
Yeah, thank you. If you can even like tell me the title of the video, so, and if I can get the timestamp. But just make yourself ready, and just gonna remove everybody for the panel just to make sure there's no background noise or anything. All right, and then we can continue it for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour, and then we're gonna move to BJM's platform. I will share the link after in the chat. All right.
Companies of all sizes use BigQuery to uncover new insights from their data, like cost savings, operational efficiencies, and new ways to grow revenue. BigQuery is Google Cloud's serverless, highly scalable cloud data warehouse at the core of Google's unified data cloud. BigQuery saves you time on reporting by making data easily accessible for self-service analytics with built-in business intelligence tools. Get started today with the BigQuery Sandbox or get a $300 credit when you start a free trial.
Je sais pas où on va.
Wow.
Franchement, je sais pas où on va là.
Non, des cerises en hiver.
Là, je sais pas où on va. En fait, le truc, c'est que je sais pas où on va.
Faites demi-tour.
Ah bah là, je sais pas où on va.
J'appellerai pour la remise des trophées Éric Lefebvre de la Société de chauffage sanitaire. Déclaré vainqueur, le coin bleu des Jean-Charles.
Now, first thought that the discussion will start in 5:30. But here, as you can see, it says that it will start in 59 minutes, so basically in an hour. So it looks like it's going to be 6 p.m. now, you know. I didn't get any reply yet on my email. You know, I'm going to share the link once it starts, because, you know, I don't know what's going on, but okay. I have some private messages. Oh, I forgot. There it is. You're back on, brothers.
Now I go hear you. You was on mute or something.
Okay. 3 months ago. 3 months ago? They were talking about me? Can you hear me, young hero?
No, they weren't talking about you.
Oh, okay.
You saw me said about his so-called friend.
Oh, okay, I see. And let me see the other one. Dang. That term comes very often. Let me just go through the comments. There are a few, you know what I'm saying? So we have Donnie Williams in the place to be Andrea Brunet, Peanut King, yeah, I read that one. Let's get it. No suckers allowed. Young Heroes in here. Yeah, there's an attention HOE in a place to be. Shout out to Young Hero, says Peanut King. Young Hero wrote, King, I held you down yesterday, fam. Yeah, he's a young brother. He's just a young brother, you know. We got him today. Killer B did a good show early. All right. I got a couple of kids, so Shaka too. Texas Bombers in the place to be. Shaka, where you big head at? Come on, Shaka. Shaka got that good intel. The heck is an ignoramus. Ignoramus? Don't know that word. In his feelings. Speaking down on the Honorable MLK, straight up sucker like he put his life on the line for his people. Watch that David Koresh documentary. These ninjas act just like his followers, straight cultists. Yeah, David Koresh, Waco, Texas. I knew about the siege, but it's later on when I watched the documentary that they were talking about the dude was abusing children. I was like, dang. Love me frozen a place to be. Text Obama wrote, did someone threaten you? It is what it is, man. Oh, don't worry. But no, nobody threatened me. But I don't want to sound like I'm threatening people. But you know, you want to be cool and let people know, yeah, this is what you're getting yourself into. But some people, you know, take it to a point where it's like on site, you know. So if something happens and you know they get hands put on them, people ask them why, they're gonna have to explain that, you know, they've been playing with people. You know what I'm saying? Taking it to a certain level. And then they won't be able to say, well, I didn't know what I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, Imhotep University TV is here. That's deliberate from the Black Delusional Minister. Well, I'm wondering what's going on, man. I mean, 5 p.m. EST, you know, it's clear, simple. Then it looks like it was supposed to start at, you know, like 20 past 5, and now it looks like it's going to be 6. And you know, I'm like, is it worth me waiting? I mean, we can always do it tomorrow or something. I don't know. I'll see how it feels. You know, I see how I feel. I'm quite tired. You know, I'm sending an email, I'll get any reply, leave a comment. I don't think it's going to be any reply, but you know, I can refresh the page and see. Go here. Actually, what's that? Oh, it has started. Oh, well, you know, we can hop over there then. Uh, okay. I'm gonna share the link. Share the link and we can move over there. Damn, it's a good thing I checked. Then people would have been like, well, man, you know what I'm saying? He didn't show up. And I just showed you, didn't I? He was supposed to start in an hour. Maybe he just put a random time, you know. But here in the chat. It's not a debate, there's no topic. Just us chopping it up. So here you have the link there. All right. So see you over there, brothers and sisters, all right? He has the intro right now. See you soon, brothers and sisters.